podido entrar antes. Tenía cosas pendientes que hacer urgentemente. Pero bueno, ya está. Vamos a darle a The Other Worlds, que a Larita ya le he dado bastante caña esta tarde. Mañana por la tarde la daré más. Y hoy a esto de chill. Bueno, de chill. Llevo desde enero con este puto juego. Me lo quiero acabar ya de una vez. A ver si... Ya. Os hago un mini resumen. Realmente estoy haciendo un DLC. Tiene 2 DLCs, uno ya me lo acabo, estoy haciendo el segundo. Lo que pasa es que este DLC me está pareciendo una puta basura, es una mierda. Parezco aquí un inspector, porque lo que tengo que hacer es investigar un asesinato con esta puta mierda lupa. Esto es una lupa. Y tengo que ir buscando huellecitas y chorraditas y tal. Entonces no me está gustando nada. Y he dicho, bueno, pues creen por culo al DLC y me voy. Hay un problema. Me han secuestrado en la zona. Entonces no me puedo ir de aquí. A no ser que siga con la mierda de investigación. ¡Ojo! Muchísimas gracias, Neón. Pues a pedazo de raíz y bienvenidos a todos que vengan de su parte de sentiros como en casita.
Hola, Tasca.
Hola, María. Buenas noches.
Felicidades para mí.
¿Qué tal ha ido el Cupido? La basura. Y mi agencia de esta suite, también, por cierto. Y a mis compañeros les quiero poner gorritos como este. Pues tengo ese gorrito. Luego esta pues no tiene gorrito, pero hay un gorrito súper bonito. A ver si lo veo. Este es maravilloso. Podría recogerla un poco. Es que es la escena de un crimen. Mira. Se supone que han matado ahí a la que tengo que investigar, pero me tengo que ir por todo el puto pueblo a mirar. No toques nada. No, pero me he agenciado del sitio. De todas formas, así, gracias. De todas formas, yo soy una mercenaria, ¿eh? Estoy jugando como si fuese una mercenaria. Lo hago todo por dinero. Solo por dinero. A mí me dan igual. Porque, por ejemplo, el último DLC lo acabé en plan de yo hago al que. O sea, yo hago caso al que más me pague. Y al final, pues. Eso pasó. Y a mí el resultado me da igual. Y la historia y el lore que tengan entre ellos. Yo quiero pasta. Porque en este juego el dinero es muy necesario, ¿eh? Para mejorar las armas. Por desgracia. No, si soy yo el que tengo que investigar chorraditas. Con esta puta mierda, pero bueno. Y la zona que estamos está curiosa. Es como un... Como un pueblo volante, mirad. Que me mato. Estoy conectado por varios puentes y todo eso. Y eso es como si fuese un casino. ¿Dirías que el dinero es dinero? Lo diría, sí. El dinero es dinero. ¿A qué te has hecho? ¿Otros personajes, Neo? No he visto los otros. Por supuesto se puede robar y siempre que pueda... ¡Ah! A robar. ¡Ah! ¡18! Hostia. Buenos días. ¿Que no se permite la presencia? Tengo que hacer unas preguntas. Me da a mí que sí. Vamos a ser rudos, explícate.
So that's what this is about. I just had a shift with Evan at the Purpleberry Orchards, kind of. We were supposed to haul some crates, but he was drunk when I got there.
Mentira. Si está asesinado.
Under the hotel so we could sleep it off. Guess he was drunker than I thought if he didn't show for work. Can you just check on Evan, please? I'm on duty here.
¿A Evan?
Put that away before you hurt somebody.
Vale. Pero puedo pasar. Esto es que te jodan. Que por cierto, esta es la misión que estoy haciendo, ¿no? La principal. Perdona, ¿qué? Espera, que flipa un poco la misión. Se ha negado a seguir hablando de ello en el hotel, empezando a reunirte con él en la estación meteorológica Faetón, de la timonera. Pues nada, vamos. Qué raro que no haya bandidos o algo por aquí. Hola. ¿Qué pasa aquí? Me marca alguien malo, ¿eh? ¿Qué tenéis por ahí?
Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cup?
¿Qué es toda esta porquería?
Junk. My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless.
Eso solo son palabras malas para decir porquería.
Nice try, but you can't haggle me down. These are premium goods.
¿Y cómo has conseguido todo eso?
Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind.
O sea que lo has robado.
I would certainly not admit to that, even if it were true. Take a look for yourself.
¿Estás bien?
Me? Oh, sure. Terrific. Never
Si
doubt.
me dan conversación yo les voy a dar, a
As soon
ver.
as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back on my feet and in my ship.
¿Multas de atraque?
So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and who'd think Slug would be so strict?
¿Puedo ayudarte?
You sure can. Buy some of my goods, and the delinquency fees.
Pues no te voy a comprar nada, que te jodan. ¡Eh! ¿Qué haces con eso aquí? La madre que lo trajo. Puto gusano de estos escupe veneno. Y aquí tiene que haber otro, ¿eh? Y ya está. Esta es la mejor arma que tengo, de lejos. Vámonos. La verdad es que el sitio se ve bonito, pero es que el DLC es una mierda, no me está gustando nada. Y luego después del DLC ya me queda la misión final. Pero bueno, la misión final a ver lo que tardo, porque es meterme a un planeta y a ver qué pasa ahí. Para allá, ¿no? Faetón. Oye, me mola el sitio. Buenos días. Ya estamos. Esto es lo que hay que hacer. Investigar. Herida por perforación junto a la clavícula. No lo identifica ningún orificio de salida. Armas de fuego, pero nada convencional.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
¿Y por qué?
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in...
O sea, que le han robado el arma también.
This weapon was responsible for executing the chief of the
Es que
savages
estamos
led by
investigando el
Dandole.
asesinato de Cayetana. ¿Crees que echa de menos su traje?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
Pues vamos a robarles. Me vale sus cosas, son pruebas potenciales, eso es. Venga, ahora volvemos de aquí. ¿Este está sonriendo? ¿Sí?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hay unos... Me lo llevo. Ya tengo otro gorrito. Ay, espera, perdón.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue.
Concentración de etanol elevada. Alguien está elaborando whisky con antiséptico. Uy, pero es-
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing
Toda esta
of
chorradita me da
unauthorized
experiencia, así que...
beverages is strictly prohibited
Y
under
tan mal.
Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol.
Que sí, que sí. Busca pistas en el complejo terrestre. Nada, vamos para allá. Hola, que no hay... Qué tedioso, tío, lo del farmeo de las magias. Ánimo y paciencia. ¿Por dónde se va? Que os robo, ¿eh? Welcome.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Te calles. No sé ni a dónde estoy yendo realmente. Pero cuanto más me acerco al interfono, eso, ¿vale? ¡Ah! Hola.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
¿Qué es esto? Pues ya con esto, mira, bueno, me faltaría ver la isla grande esta. Pues va adentro a ver qué hay. Poco bandido y poca leche. Es que es un sitio más aburrido. Mira, justo. Vamos a ir amablemente primero.
Eyes up.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
Slug Life.
If you had anything to do with Sublight, you'd have started shooting about 12 words ago.
Should have
Pero que soy la vicepresidenta, ¿eh?
Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw! What? Why ain't you doing nothing? You scared of us? Huh? Huh?
En términos de costes de limpieza, ¿sabes cuál sería el método menos engorroso de matar?
I'm sorry. We're sorry. Please don't hurt us. We're not bad people. We're just
Pero
confused.
empieza a convencerme, te enseñaré cómo son tus pulmones por dentro, por supuesto. Es que...
Okay. Anything you want. Just leave my insides where they are. Someone paid us to say we were slug and intimidate you. I don't know who, I swear it. They only ever sent notes. That's everything I know. Honest. We were only gonna rough you up a little.
Solo íbamos... ¿Me ibais a dar una paliza?
And we're real sorry.
Puede que te hubiese creído si hubieras cambiado antes de idea.
You don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
Toma por culo todo el mundo, ¿eh? Como un dios. Está guay porque no siempre hay que luchar. Bueno, si quiero sí. Pero me gusta intimidar a la gente. ¿Y tú qué miras, imbécil?
What do you want? Shh, not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
Soy la inspectora de la leche.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to
Es
sniff me out.
que...
I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incompleto.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato.
Encima es
What's the
tonto.
matter? Helen's gone. She's gone, and I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. But I'm stumped. And not very clever.
Tal vez pueda ayudarte. Me han contratado para resolver el asesinato de Cayetana.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're... So...
A ver, ¿qué hiciste la noche que murió Cayetana?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
¿Qué?
You know, soaked. Muddled.
Que sí, una borrachera seria.
Looter, half shot, void lush. On the Byzantine
Esta sabe, porque la conocí en un bar borrachísima,
One
¿sabes?
bit down, 3 bits up, spread across the spectrum. Top.
Lo pillo, había estado bebiendo, gracias.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice.
¿A dónde fuisteis?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly
¿A una vaca lanuda?
cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing,
¿Pero qué narices os pasa?
I don't know, we were drunk. And we made bad choices. She was all alone. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up. I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station.
Su
I was
tableta.
looking for... She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief. Nah, she sent a note to my hotel room before we, you know, split.
¿Le contaste?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing.
¿Qué hiciste?
Long story short, I ran like the Rangers were down by 3 and I just bronzed the toss ball in the fire zone.
A la zona domingo.
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope.
Que
No
no.
one...
Tendría que estar frío para no darme cuenta de que es mentira.
Can we pretend I didn't mention that? I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
A ver. ¿Sabes quién es Nokia? Bueno, es mi compañera.
Ever seen Terror on Monarch, Birdie?
Yeah?
You remember that part when she narrowly escapes the clutches of the Sulphur Queen and her pet raptidons? They based it on me, Birdie. I'm the Queen of Monarch, and our captain here's got a ship.
They did? That doesn't seem right. Is that right?
I think we ought to take Birdie here on a little getaway. Take him home. Show him what I've done with the place.
Es que es eso, es que el tío es un puto mindundi y está pasado por 1000 historias.
And her millions of little children. Ever been eaten alive from the inside?
What? No! This doesn't sound like a fun getaway at all.
Hombre, pues está siendo... Es más divertido eso que esta mierda.
Okay. Oric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
¿Quién es ese? ¿Tu cómplice de asesinato? ¿El amante taciturno y esquivo con el que estás teniendo una aventura?
Confidant is like confidence.
Estoy parece más tonto. ¿Quién es Oric?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Oric's not... So now you have the whole story. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all...
¿Algún consejo para la próxima vez, señoritas?
Sure. Get yourself a bit of taro blood, whisk it in a bowl with an egg and crushed caffeinoid, hold your nose and drink it straight.
Ah, vale, es que esta también es otra borracha. Voy con dos borrachas.
Works like a charm.
Oof, thanks, but I think I'll stick to... Anyway, you ought to take Helen's data pad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers.
Las miraré con lupa.
Okay. I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody.
¿Qué cojones quieres saber?
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you...
Puedes irte. Lárgate. ¿Y la coartada de quién? ¿De este? A ver.
Somehow, I don't think the freelancers and sublight agents are staying at
Ah,
the
este es
Grand
el
Colonial.
Oric.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time.
Este es
Maybe
un
you're
traficante.
interested in something a little better than beer or adreno. Something with a little more...
Puede ser.
Then maybe I'm your guy. The name's Oric.
Mira si tiene la
I deal in,
cara
shall we say,
toda rajada.
holistic pharmaceuticals. Natural... I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerator?
Aceleradores de
Says it right
sentimiento.
on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature. Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture... Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal.
Holística.
No matter what ails you, I got what you need. Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff. I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us. All right, fine. Yeah, I know, Birdie. So what? Yeah, damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup.
Vaya.
Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way.
Que fue a donde la llorar.
We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep. Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it. He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here.
Está enganchado algo.
What Birdie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like...
¿Qué quieres decir con que todos te dejan lista la cabeza?
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker. But taking that many blows...
Sí, que está un poco tonto de tanto golpe, ¿no?
I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good...
Nada, eso es todo. Pues vámonos a 96 metros aquí.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right?
¿Quién me lo está diciendo?
Real beauty. Hey, could I talk to you for...
¿Qué coño quieres?
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
La falible es mi nave.
Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. You want to try again? Anybody else spoke to me that way, we'd have ourselves a little rumble. But at the moment, I think a hard head is exactly what I need.
Que sí, les voy a hablar ya
Let me
todo.
just assume that you came to possess Hawthorne's ship through more or less legitimate means, and let me assume you're a freelancer. I have a job needs doing.
Tú dirás.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's
Cositas.
a piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual, and thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the... We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll
Beneficios.
give you an equal cut of our pay.
Me apunta un bombardeo. ¿Qué quieres que haga?
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed.
¿Cómo vas a saber que trabajamos juntos?
Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase.
Me chifla la salchicha de ratrucha deshuesada.
Say that and she'll know.
Pero qué mierda de contraseña es esa. Pero a mí no me gusta la salchicha de ratrucha deshuesada.
Look, nobody does. That's why it's a good passphrase. Could, but there'd go our plausible deniability.
¿Qué es un chapas, hombre?
If the constable asks,
Oído cocina, me pongo en
"Be
marcha.
seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little..."
Sí, es que me da igual. A ver. ¿Quién tenemos aquí? Bueno, la verdad es que el edificio es tochísimo, ¿eh? Spectrum. Pero tiene demasiados objetos el juego, ¿eh? Para mi gusto. Tiene loot por todos lados. Hola. ¿Pero a dónde tengo que ir? Ah, vale, sí, que tenía que informar. Sí, algo así. Un looter shooter. O sea, si ya ves cuántas balas tengo, o sea, me sobran por todos lados.
Inspector.
¡Ojo! Muchísimas gracias por esa raíz y bienvenidos a todos que vengáis de su parte, de parte de Rainbow. Sentidos como en casita.
Rainbow-PH nos ha raideado con una personitas. Bienvenidos y sentiros como en casa.
¿Qué tal, caballero? ¿Estabas con el Sleeping Dog?
Try not to feel too bad for him. Birdie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit. Yes, I know.
La vaca lanuda, que fueron a buscar una vaca.
Had Birdie's teammates arrested for unauthorized inebriation of livestock. Birdie himself was
El Bioshock le da 1000 vueltas a este juego, por ejemplo. Este se ve muy bonito y todo eso, pero...
He'd have the perfect alibi. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
Solo hay que detenerlo, colgarle el muerto y otra cosa.
Understood. I appreciate your candor.
Yo jugué al 1 y al 2, me falta el Infinite.
Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation. I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Birdie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon.
Cedric Kincannon.
He's been too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
Volveré. Pues nada, hemos tenido una misioncilla. Tengo otra. Chapas, por favor. Buah, esa tarea la van a dar por saco, A ver si con la principal. De todas formas estaré poquito, que estoy un poco reventado. Pero a ver si por lo menos me hago el puto DLC. Intenté el 2, pero se me hizo muy cuesta arriba. Y el Infinite es un Call of Duty en las nubes, pero con un muy buen personaje que nos salva de ese basurero. Es que el 2 a mí me recordaba mucho al 1. Mucho, demasiado. Y el Infinite yo solo jugué una hora y algo. No jugué más. Tendría que probar más. Es que esto tiene muchos momentos que, hostia, es aburrido,
Inspector, not a moment too soon.
A ver, ¿qué le ha pasado? ¿De qué ha muerto?
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma.
Daño por plasma.
The vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
Es que además a mí los shooters no es que sea mi género favorito tampoco. Ahí está el problema.
Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting.
Volveré. Entonces, ¿qué? ¿A la sala VIP? Oh.
The brochure never mentioned anything about
Ok, descansa, Rainbow. Chao,
The
chao.
Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly well. How may I?
Necesito acceder a la VIP.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it. That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them.
Y a tomar por culo, eso es.
That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please. Oh my. Well, that is certainly odd and alarmingly... Ah yes. Not to worry, Inspector. It was indeed cleaned for you. Except for the evidence.
Sí que la habían limpiado, pues vaya.
Put that away, you're making me nervous.
Normal. A la esta VIP.
Black hole birdie. Be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking.
Buenos días.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Buenos días. Tenemos que hablar.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a
¿Pero qué dices?
lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready?
¿Perdón?
You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
¿Pero qué dice este hombre? Si vamos al lugar más íntimo.
Oh, you wouldn't harm an old man at the end of his wits, would you? I'm confused, disoriented. I may have even soiled myself. Wait, if you're armed, that must mean you're not with the hotel staff.
Evidentemente.
This is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here?
Me voy a llevar hasta el hotel.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from the retiree's revenge.
Deja de hablarme así, por favor,
Ex-thief turn. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal?
A ver, perdona,
Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or...
Esto es lo que me vas a firmar.
I'd be delighted. Oh, damn. My pen's out of ink. I'll just get you a portrait of my face as a souvenir. I'm sure I have the prints around here somewhere. By the by, how did you get in here? The only non-staff individual cleared to enter guest rooms is supposed to be the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Hello.
¿Te mola hacer perder el tiempo a los demás o qué?
Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you,
Hostia, más tonto,
you're the... Ask me anything at all.
Igual hasta te respondo sin rodeos, pero a ver, aquí nadie me tiene respeto, ¿qué pasa? A ver, el inspector soy yo. Eso es confidencial.
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever it is, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
Voy a reformular la pregunta. ¿Cómo habrías matado a la víctima?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
¿Y dónde estás en el momento del asesinato?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
¿Alguien puede corroborar tu coartada?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating. All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since she taught me it for my role in the unemployed cometh.
Empario lo loco, pero este es un puto colgado del cine, ¿eh?
Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the
¿Cuánto tiempo llevas trabajando con la profeta?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The unemployed cometh was shot on sight. I cannot recommend her services enough.
Volviendo a mis preguntas.
I'll answer whatever you wish. Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think... In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her.
O sea que estabais ahí, eran los tops. No tiene que ser fácil estar sobre una actriz tan joven y atractiva.
Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. I suppose that...
¿Es verdad que te envenenaron?
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. Well, I've certainly had, I suspect, poison. And who would be most...
Pues ahora toca hablar con otro tío.
But Chef Anwar. How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me.
Estoy hecho un jabato.
I thank my iron...
El veneno no mató a Cayetana.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch.
Si te ocurre alguien que aparte del cheque pudiera querer perjudicarte.
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally.
¿Y esto?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines?
Se va por la pata abajo.
Wave star spotted in...
Vale, es lo que quería saber. Joder. Pero te iba a robar, ¿eh? Vale, gírate. Muy bien.
Nice and easy.
No me interesa. Vámonos. Espérate. Mierda. Esto será el vestíbulo, supongo. No, la suite no. Al vestíbulo. A ver, señor chef.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hay pistas de algo.
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree
De
of
grasa
grease buildup,
incrustada.
approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Encender la cocina.
Searching slug work logs. No work log. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility.
¿Esto es normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are...
Stop!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
¿Qué ha pasado? Se han acojonado.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later.
Me estoy diciendo.
What am I saying?
Ah, no, ¿qué estoy diciendo?
I can't do that.
Oh, chaval.
I'm booked
Ando
for the
medio
next
sobao ya,
month.
¿eh?
You'll have to make a reservation.
Eso.
Crime or no crime, I must keep my head on my work. One does not simply become the head chef in all
no lo has negado,
of
¿eh?
by fretting over irrelevant happenings. Well, that's not entirely true. There are the purpleberry orchards and... Who exactly are you, anyhow? You're the inspector? Here? Why... I mean...
Están todos acojonados cada vez que dicen... Les digo que soy inspectora, ¿eh?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest. Oh. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary work... Okay. I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly... Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal.
Spencer otra vez,
one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh.
Uy, ahora te acabas de acordar.
The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything.
¿Ah?
Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen. Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. What?
Porque algunas combinaciones de comida de acción se vuelven ácidas cuando se dejan desatendidas.
What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreation.
¿Qué hacía Spencer por ahí?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite.
Ya hablo con él.
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the wilderness. Let's not talk about the incident with the... It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself.
Esto es lo que quería preguntarte.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector.
Pues nada, vamos a buscar los botones. ¿Botones? Porque están en dos sitios. En fin. Vaya por Dios.
Damn it. She's one of the good ones, too.
¿Qué ha pasado? Uy.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Pero mira, esta no está sonriendo.
An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is...
Pues ya.
Multiple puncture wounds detected along the frontal bone and between the... Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with... Yes, Inspector. These entry wounds match the profile previously detected on the... Constable Maria Keene was likely killed by someone wielding the
La
needler.
hipodérmica. Pues entonces ya sé.
These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. High concentration of potassium chloride detected.
Cloruro de potasio, directo al corazón.
These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and...
O sea que les dispara y les provoca un ataque al corazón.
Rather than physical trauma is the most likely cause of
Eso
death.
es.
Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer banter protocol activated. We'll find this rat bastard.
Vale. Bueno, aquí total no hay nadie. Y ya está muerta, no le va a hacer falta, así que me lo voy a llevar. La munición y las cositas. A nadie le importa. ¿Y? ¿No se pueden ver? Ya era para allá. Mucho mareo. Allí toma por saco, ¿no? Uy, que me mato. Porque me puedo matar, ¿verdad? O sea, antes sí y ahora no. ¿Mm? Coño, que son... ¿Ya?
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar
Uf.
with caramel and pea-free nuts.
Ahí se me cierran los ojicos y no puede ser. No, si veo que no aguanto mucho más, tendré que cortar, ¿eh? No, es que esto es una mierda de DLC, es una pasada. Da sueño. También. Aparte de eso, que es que este DLC es bastante malo. Y el problema es eso, que no me puedo ir de aquí hasta que termine el puñetero DLC.
They brought Raptidons here too. I appreciate the effort to make me feel at home, but you top rungers are fucking stupid.
Si no... No, después de esto tengo ya un juego pensado. A ver, ¡me muero! Uy. Vaya cable. Pues que se rompen las piernas con nada. Colisión off. Coño, que son malos los pájaros estos. Nah, lucha vosotros. Se le han matado al botones. ¿Por qué tanto bicho? ¿Y ahora qué? Sí que era el viejo, al final me está engañando. O o eso, o igual llego y también se han cargado, ¿eh? Espérate. Chururú, chururú.
What floor?
Spencer. Buenas. ¿Qué tienes que decirme tú? ¿Eh?
You're here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this Ask me anything at... Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good.
¿Para qué querías una glándula de biliar de petrolaria?
What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hungry.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant. I want to add another to the pile. Oh, no. Wait,
Que me cuentes la verdad de una puta
no
vez.
use in pretending, is there? As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's...
Eran los amigos que hacemos por el camino.
But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
Empieza a cantar.
I will. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. And even then...
¿También es toxicólogo?
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy.
Pero está muerta.
I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the brow.
Eso es lo que querías, que no le hicieran protagonista de eso.
The next available
Y ser él.
celebrity, myself. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles. A bit cart? You're going to place my future well-being on whichever way a bit cart lands?
Nos la jugamos a la suerte.
Fine. I hope it falls in my favor.
Estás librado, ¿eh?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Pistas nuevas.
Timeline discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains resin. Chemical analysis complete. This oil, terror ray. Blood, terror ray.
¿Se dieron a posteriori?
Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
¿Qué me sabía la
This
botella?
bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrorate biological fluids. These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans.
Les daba a cagar, era eso. Vale, vámonos.
What floor would you... To the lobby.
Esos cascos dan un buen toque creepy. ¿Cuáles estos? Son maravillosos. Tendré que ir a la suite. Archivarme. Sí.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Muy bien, Neon. Sí, yo estaré un poquito más y ya está. Cuídate y abrazote enorme. Chao, chao.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
María.
The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
¿Era importante para ti?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for... She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible.
¿Por qué manipulaste esa burbaje en 3001?
Why were you going through Maria's terminal? Was there anything else? Excellent. I trust you have a name. Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of
A la
someone
cárcel, no va a
I
hacer más
admire.
películas.
I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Sé quién mató a Cayetana de Alcyon.
Are you confident you've finished your investigation? You've... Law speed.
Por desgracia no, no sé. Uy. No sé todavía quién es el asesino. Vamos a hacer esta. Dentro de lo malo, las misiones me dan experiencia. Uy, se ha quedado un cortita, Huele a mierda de vaca lanuda.
The pool plaza is currently closed to guests.
Bueno, para allá. Tendré que hablar seriamente con el tío este que me quiere acojonar y cosas de esas. A ver qué pasa.
You got an appointment? Then get. No appointment? No talking to Miss...
Tú no eres la alegría de la huerta, ¿no?
They don't pay me to be friendly. They pay me... I'd say so. That said, it's possible Mr. Kincannon might enjoy talking to someone as personable. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send her up.
¿Eh?
I'm busy.
¿Cómo que I'm busy?
What the?
¿Me abres la puta puerta? Voy a tener que subir andando.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd... Here for my alibi, I assume?
Antes quiero una explicación por toda esa locura de ahí fuera.
Another murder? Drunk raptidons? Black hole birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me. Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
¿Y ahí? ¿Cómo puedo conseguir unos mantos de equipo de lujo?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity.
Ya, o alguien se os ha podido dar también.
Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Tú.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Dado esta relación laboral, supongo que Ludovico más que cualquier otro.
Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector. I like this. I don't want to accuse anyone without hard evidence, though it may be worth noting. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Desde luego que sí.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
Por lo de se rompió, ¿te refieres a...?
His spine, specifically. If you'd like to know the exact vertebrae, I'm afraid I don't know. I can tell you he's quite dead. Not that it matters much. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie. And I am, incriminatingly, people.
¿Y cómo pretendes que te crea?
It's as I said. You shouldn't. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive.
¿Por qué demonios iba a querer matar yo a Cayetana de Alción? Me estaba afrontando a su costa.
If you do, be sure to drop by and regale me. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve.
¿Algo que debe investigar?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not... Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the...
¿Qué razón tienes? Eso no. Me fuera del
I'm
caso.
obliged. Though in the spirit of honesty, I fully intended to strong-arm you into accepting it had you
Si no,
declined.
encima.
Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to Oh, I never subcontract out that type of work, Inspector. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley.
Es bastante sanguinario, ¿eh?
I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Antes de empezar,
Was there something...
la gendarme está muerta.
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
Ha sido asesinada.
It seems murder is becoming an unsettling... Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing.
Esa es mi intención.
Good. We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little... I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good.
Bueno, ya lo sabes.
Indeed. But let's discuss something else.
Perdón. Lo vamos a dejar aquí. Nos puso acá más información, seguramente. Espérate. Pistitas. Bonito cacharro, ¿eh?
This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard. The missing pages were likely removed to create...
Las transmisiones de corto alcance. Todo tiene que estar por aquí.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device. Poor woolly cow impression transmitted.
¿Cuánto tiempo lleva esto aquí?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present. The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book post.
Así a bote pronto el micro lo colocaron alrededor de una semana antes de la muerte de Cayetana.
That is highly likely.
Vale, esta.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
El tío está mirando, a ver qué cojones está mirando. ¿Qué te importa? Ah, ahí, guardamos. Y lo he dicho, por ahí es suficiente, ¿vale? Y mañana, pues, por la tarde le daré al Tomb Raider. Esto ya le daré en otro momento.